What would you spend on something you only use 2 days a week? We're only weekenders. For us, the answer is turning out it might be $100,000. I'm not sure if that's crazy or brilliant. Amy and I have been talking about this retirement plan, what rig we're gonna get for months now. And every time we think we have a plan, we change our minds.
It's windy. Picked a great day.
Awesome. Ready?
Ready.
We both hold down W-2 jobs and we're weekend warriors. We get away and escape in our RPod 192.
It's taken us to some incredible places.
Colorado, South Dakota, Utah. We went to the Great Eclipse in Texas. It was fantastic. This little camper, it punches well above its weight class. But something shifted after we went to the RV show a few weeks ago. We got to talking to a few people who really know RVs and are in the RV world. It cracked open a conversation between Amy and I that really we haven't closed.
We started actually asking ourselves what we want. Not just weekends now, but for when we do our most time life.
For our most time life? Yeah, that's when the $100,000 question came up. We have learned so much camping in this rig. Here's the thing that nobody tells you when you buy your first rig. It's a teacher. It teaches you how to camp. And it shows you what you actually need and not what you thought you need when you bought it. This little RPod has taught us so much about what's really important to us. We want something that we can cook in without just a microwave and a hot plate. Layout matters. It really matters. Gives us some living space, a place to relax in. And this has been a great little trailer, but we have learned about how to fix it, how the things that can go wrong, and the things that we have already fixed and we probably will fix again. We learned that build quality is very important because when we become most time in the future, we want to have that quality of life built into our trailer, have that confidence that we're not going to have the door problems in the middle of New Mexico. We might, but we want to reduce the probability that we're going to have all those issues while we're traveling the country.
Is it crazy to spend $100,000 or more on something we use 2 days out of the week?
In the grand scheme of things, it's what we want to do.
Spend $100,000 for something we use 2 days a week.
Okay, so we want to travel like 6 months out of the year, if not more.
Right.
And stay 6 months in sticks and bricks. We want a rig that's gonna last, right? That we can rattle down the road. We know what's happened with the RPod. It's a great trailer and it's held up well. But I can't imagine like taking it for 20, 30,000 miles a year.
Right.
You?
Other than the door issue, I think the RPod has done wonderfully.
Right.
So there's no reason right now for us to spend $100,000 on a trailer if we're using it 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I'm torn about that too. You know, when do you pull the trigger on a big purchase like that?
Yeah.
You know, I think one pro for going and getting a trailer that you really want right now is you can spend the time to outfit it how you want it with big, a nice big solar package, batteries, the whole works. On the flip side, do you need to do it right now? Do you need all that time to outfit it the way you want it? Although I think with the RPod, it took us a good year to figure out how we're camping
how we
in
use
it.
Yeah.
How we use that thing. I want something that's going to last. That's one thing that draws me to the Airstream is you look at some of these that are like 10 years old. Honestly, you can't tell it's 10 years old most times from the outside until you poke your head inside and you're like, oh, it's a bit older design. We're not in a hurry. It's not like we're pressing to get a trailer.
No. Because the RPod works.
Yeah, and it fits everywhere. And Colorado has some smaller campsites.
It does. I mean, okay, so there's one argument to keep the RPod because we are weekenders. We have a lot more options booking on the weekends.
If we can fix the damn door.
Okay, well, the door's being fixed.
I agree.
Because I'm not going to be locked in the trailer anymore. There's a lot of reasons to buy another trailer, and there's a lot of reasons to not buy another trailer.
So if we do this, and it's a big if, We have narrowed it down to 2 trailers, and they couldn't be more different. The Airstream Globetrotter, the Icon, the one Amy has wanted since before we even bought the RPod. It checks basically every box: the kitchen, the indoor living space, and the layout, and there's something about the build quality of an Airstream that's hard to argue with. But, this is a real but, there have been some reports of front-end separation issues on certain Airstream models. We're not here to throw shade. When you're spending this kind of money, you do your homework. The Brinkley, newer brand, but they come in hot with serious build quality claims and a design that honestly impressed us at the show. Here is our hesitation with the Brinkley. They're new. And there have been some early reports of wall cracking, but resale value on a newer brand is also a question mark. If we spend $110,000 on a Brinkley and something changes in the market or with the company, what does that rig sell for in 5 years? So where does that leave us? Honestly, we really don't have an answer yet. We know we need something different for most time life, and we're trying to figure that out.
We're not going to buy something just because we should have figured it out by now. That's not how we purchase big things.
What we do know is our little tiny RPod 192 gave us the blueprint. It gave us the experience, and it gave us knowledge of what we want for our next trailer. The thing that's making us pause the most about just going and buying a new trailer is this big $100,000 number. That's a pretty big investment. But here's the thing that keeps coming back to us. This isn't just our next trailer. This is the next trailer for the next chapter of our life. We started this channel to document our escapes, our journey, our weekend trips. We hope you come along for every step of it. Maybe you are in the same boat that Amy and I are in. Maybe you're looking at a big upgrade to your rig. Maybe you see retirement in the front windshield. It's a lot closer than it used to be, and you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do. That's where we find ourselves. And if you wanna follow our journey, hit subscribe, come along with us.
If you've been through this, maybe you decided to upgrade your RV. Maybe you decided to wait. Drop a comment below and let us know.
We do read every single one. See you in the next one.